back bonus, no competition.
It pays to discover. To apply, call 1-800-IT-PAYS-2. Accepted where you see the notice sign.
This copyright telecast is presented by the authority of the Chicago National League Ball Club, which has right of approval of the announcers and is intended solely for the private and non-commercial use of our audience. Any publication, reproduction, retransmission, or use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this game without the express written consent of the Chicago National League Ball Club is strictly prohibited.
We've got a 4-0 game after 5 here at Wrigley Field. 4-4-0 for the Cubs, 0-3-0 for Colorado. And the pitcher Jamie Wright leads it off against Kerry Wood. First pitch swinging. Boy, that's been the mantra today. Anybody that doesn't swing on the first pitch must be threatened with a fine in the Kangaroo Court today. Wright, a strikeout victim his first time up. Wood struck out 2 men today. And the good fastball. An even better swing. He smacked it into right field for a leadoff single. So that's not a good start. But it is the start for Colorado and Cubs fans. Tomorrow is Ballpark Franks Keychain Day at Wrigley Field. The first 10,000 fans attending the Cubs-Rockies game get a Cubs keychain. Compliments of Ballpark Franks. For tickets, stop by the Wrigley Field box office or call 312-831-CUBS. Wright is aboard in a 4-0 game. A bunt attempt by Perez is fouled away.
And the key to that bunt, and Brett Butler used to do it as well as anybody, was staying around long enough to make sure that you get it down in fair territory. The big mistake most very fleet left-hand hitters make, they leave too early, leave the bat back, and it usually goes foul. Manny Alexander was right on top of that play, however. It would have been very tough to bunt for a hit.
Swung on, hit high in the air into center. Brown comes a charging, and Brandt's got it. And there's out number 1. It's been a rough year for that man, Don Baylor. His team 12 games under 500 at 48-60. And a lot of folks wonder if this will be his final season with the Colorado team. Their owner, Jerry McMorris, has said he's going to evaluate everybody at the end of the season. A breaking ball in for a strike.
Burks is grounded into 10 double plays. Jamie Wright is getting no lead whatsoever, and because of that, now Mark Grace is able to play in back of him to get a better angle on a ground ball that way. And as you see, Gracie with a 4-run lead, not holding him close.
Another bunt try. This one fouled down past first. And again out of play. No balls, 2 strikes to Burks.
Ellis strikes out quite a bit. And you can get him out now out of the strike zone.
The 0-2. He went around, I think. Yes, sir, he did. 2 down.
At high heat ahead 0-2. You throw it up and out of the zone, and Burks couldn't check his swing. And he goes down for the 80th time, the 3rd strikeout of the day. And from the Southwest Airlines Plainview camera, we'll take a look at an attempted check swing, but nothing doing.
So Kerry 1 out away from escaping the 6th inning. But he faces Larry Walker, who singled his first time up. Should have been credited probably with an extra base hit his last time up, a ball that Henry deflected out of fair play. It was ruled a foul ball, then Walker was hit by a pitch. And those guys are very, very experienced in hanging the K's. And that's like a Picasso out there.
Well, they've got one more to put up there. And it won't be the last one they put up there.
The 1-1. Bullet outside, 2 balls and a strike.
When the season started, Larry Walker was having some elbow problems. That was from the surgically repaired elbow in the wintertime. But as this year has gone on, he's just gotten better and better once again.
Ooh. 3-1.
And here's a man that had an all-world year last year. 49 home runs, 130 driven in when he hit a robust 366.
3-1. And there's ball 4. That is Kerry Wood's first walk in the game.
Well, the Rockies have not given him a chance to walk anybody if they've been swinging on the first and second pitch.
So let's take a look at who's cleaning up in baseball, brought to you by Hoover. As we told you, the Rockies are a very good offensive ball club.
The Astros second, the Braves, the Phillies, and the Giants round out the top 5, and that's who's cleaning up for Hoover.
So 2 on, 2 outs, and Bichette fouls it back to the screen.
Well, he will not have a chance to do this time what he did the first 2 times, and that's essentially key 4 outs in 2 at-bats. A looping pop into a double play in the first inning and a 4-6-3 double play in the 4th.
You remember Joe Torre? Hit into 4 double plays in one game and had one of the most famous lines in baseball history. He said afterward, "I couldn't have done it without Felix Millan."
That's right.
He was the man on base in front of him each and every time. So Bichette set up for the strikeout. 0-2 to him. Kerry with 3 strikeouts in the game. Has 176 on the year. The 0-2. He fought it off.
For a free swinger, Bichette does not strike out a lot. 51 strikeouts now and over 450 at bats, so he will make some contact. And his ability to spray the ball all over has always kept that batting average up high.
0-2 now. Again into the seats.
Let's see if Kerry goes to that slider, tries to keep it low and away in the dirt to Bichette.
The runners lead at first and second. Here it is. Missed with it way high. 1-2. Breaking ball hit toward short. Blauser backhand step. Good throw to second. And that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, 2 more men left. The Cubs have a 4-0 lead.
This portion of Chicago Cubs baseball on WGN is brought to you by your local Chicagoland and Northern Indiana GMC dealers.
Saturday at 2 on WGN.
Well, there's your birthday present. We will indeed oblige you on your 10th birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Please don't sing.
No, you've got to wait till Sunday.
I will wait with bated breath for Sunday.
Indeed you will. Here's Morandini. You're not the only one. He's 1 out of 2 today. And looks at a ball inside. A sad news note to report for you folks. One of our members of our public relations staff, a loss in his family. Benji De La Fuente's mother passed away Thursday morning. And all of us with the Cubs want to send our condolences to Benji and his entire family over the passing of his mom. And Benji, we look forward to seeing you back here in the office, and our thoughts and prayers are with you and your entire family. Don't forget, friends, Sunday, August 2nd is Harry Carey Day here at the ballpark. It's a chance to remember my grandfather and join us as we pay tribute to Harry with ceremonies before they take on the Rockies starting at 12:45. The ceremonies brought to you by LaSalle, the bank that works. For tickets, call the Wrigley Field box office or call 312-831-CUBS. Probably not many left, but
some standing room only. And Chip, of course, is going to be the master of ceremonies, and we'll have all the ceremonies for you on the leadoff man on Sunday. So if you can't make it to the ballpark, tune in at 1 o'clock. The leadoff man will have all the ceremonies for Harry Carey Day, and my partner Chip will be the MC on a day that should be something special at Wrigley Field.
So here's Sammy, a solo home run in the first, his 42nd of the year, and he looks at strike 1. After getting knocked on the arm by a Morandini blast, Mr. Wright's been very tough.
Whatever problems he was having, it seemed to have knocked out of him.
That's exactly right. 0-1 to Sosa.
In fact, if this works this well, Frank Funk, the pitching coach, will be whacking each of his pitchers on the elbow as they take their warm-ups. And there is the race up to date. Sammy has passed Roger Maris in his pursuit of McGuire with Griffey one back, and Big Mac leading the way with 45.
Didn't mean to swing, and a roller to first, and Hilton will tag out Sosa, and that's a bad break, but it is out number 2 in the 6th. So the base is empty now, 2 down. And Mark Grace. Grace walked in between the Sosa and Rodriguez homers. He's also bounced out to first and looks at strike 1 call. Cubs trying to get back to 14 over 500. They'd go to 62 and 48 and take their 3rd straight from the Rockies if this score remains the same. We're in the bottom half of the 6th inning. All the other baseball is later on. Houston will be in Pittsburgh tonight. Mike Hampton, Francisco Cordova lock up in game 1 there. The Cardinals will be in Atlanta. The Braves will send Maddox to the mound. Todd Stottlemyre scheduled to go for the Cardinals, but again the trading deadline tonight. San Francisco continues their road trip. They're in Philadelphia, and the Mets will battle the Los Angeles Dodgers at Shea Stadium. The 2-2 pitch. Full count now, 3-2.
I like when the wild card contenders go head to head. Somebody has got to lose some ground, and if you win your game, then you're guaranteed to pick up some ground in the wild card race.
Sounds like a plan. The 3-2 is high, ball 4. Second walk of the day for Grace, and the 3rd given up by the Colorado right-hander.
Don Baylor pacing because he knows with 2 out in a similar situation in the 1st inning, you walk a guy who most likely is not going to give up a home run or not going to hit a home run and face a man who certainly can do just that. That's what happened in the 1st and could very well happen here.
Big Cubs fans, Jimmy and Larry Shepard at the ball game today. Want to send along greetings to Teresa Rowell from Meridian, Mississippi, watching the Cubs here on WGN. Shepard's coming to the ballpark for the first time since 1954. Close play over at first, and Grace again dives back safely. The 1-0. Oh, did he go? He did not. And the count moves to 2 balls, no strikes. The Cubs with a 4-0 lead in the 6th. And that's fouled out of play, 2-1. Much different looking Kerry Wood pitching performance in this game as ones we've seen in the past where he just blew people away. The Rockies are putting the ball into play, and Kerry hasn't had the good breaking ball today. The 2-1 pitch. 2-2. Pretty good spot right there. Tomorrow, Steve Traxel takes the ball for the Cubs against John Thompson. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's high, 3-2. So the flying feet of Mark Grace will get an extra workout here.
Todd Helton will move behind him.
There goes Mark. The payoff pitch is way high, ball 4. First and second, 2 out. And now Blauser a chance to open the game up a bit. He'll face the 23-year-old right-hander Jamie Wright. And a quick summons on the mound here.
Frank Funk out to talk with him. He's walked the two left-handers after what appeared to be a very easy inning. And now just a base hit will score Grace. Walker's got a very good arm in right field. And Bichette and Burks are okay in left and center.
Action beginning in the Colorado bullpen. As Blauser digs in. Jeff is fly to center. He is grounded out to second. He tried to protect Henry on a hit and run back in the 4th inning, but couldn't make contact, and Rodriguez was thrown out. And he got hit by a pitch to load the bases for Tyler Houston.
Blauser hit for the 6th time this year. Wright tries to get it inside and gets it way in. Blauser catches it high off the left bicep. And he goes to first. The Southwest Airlines Plainview camera will take a look at the hit. And there is the Southwest Airlines Plainview camera high atop Wrigley Field.
So the base is loaded for the Cubs. It's already 4-0, but a chance to bust this thing wide open. Tyler's 0 for 2. 1 ball, no strikes. Foul back to the screen. He had a very good cut. Strike 2 called.
With bases loaded, Tyler has been pretty good over the course of his career.
The 1-2. Strike 3 called on the inside corner, and that retires the Cubs in the 6th. Cubs load the bases with 2 walks, a hit batsman with 2 outs, but fail to score, but still lead the game 4-0 after 6.
Chicago.
A special smart guy, Sunday.
Well, there's future Hall of Famer George Brett at the ball game today, standing out in the bleachers. He'll be working with Josh Lewin for tomorrow's national telecast of the Cubs-Colorado game. And the way pitching is against these Rockies, you can imagine George Brett just dying to get a bat in his hands. Vinny Castilla swinging from his heels. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I got to think that George could probably still hit. I know he's enjoying his television experience, and he certainly is enjoying being out in the bleachers today.
It is a gorgeous day. The wind apparently kicking up even more. It started blowing out of the northeast at 12 miles an hour. It's 76 degrees at game time. The 1-1. Oh, there's a nasty breaking ball. Maybe the best of the day from Carey.
That's the way to work Castilla. Watch it again as it's a little slider, and he throws it in a perfect spot.
The fastball rockets foul over the top of the roof. One and 2 to Castilla. What do you throw here, partner?
We'll take a look in at Tyler Houston, and I would throw a slider. And so would he, and that's it.
4 strikeouts for Wood. And 1 man out here in the 7th.
This is a dandy. See the bottom just fall out of it, and it's in a perfect spot. Las Vegas isn't the only one that loves Carey. Right now, Jim Riggleman feels pretty strongly about him himself. When you can send a young man to the mound you know is going to get you late into the ball game, and you got in late the night before, and know that you're in a stretch of 21 games in 20 days, you got to really enjoy that, and I know Phil Regan does also.
1 ball, 1 strike. Ooh, nasty pitch there. And Hilton took it for another strike from Wood. The count is 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Hilton digs back in. The pitch. Took something off, and Hilton took it for strike 3 call. Two up, 2 down.
As the innings roll along, the strikeouts start to rise. Carey throws a hook. Good spin. And Ed Montague thought it was real good. Hilton didn't think it was quite good enough.
That ball fisted into shallow right, and it'll drop for Mike Lansing. Big turnaround first, but no advance. Lansing has his second hit of the game. And Stoney, the email. Interesting. John out of Evanston, Illinois, commenting on my teal WGN shirt today. Noticed your pink one as well. John says you guys never wear the same shirts twice. How many shirts do we have?
There's really no telling, but I thought that was seafoam green as opposed to teal.
The Rockies have just traded Ellis Burks to San Francisco for Darrell Hamilton, James Stoop.
So Ellis Burks, we asked how long he would be there. The answer was he wouldn't make it through the game. He's going to San Francisco, and that's why we took time away from our shirts to get to that trade.
Which is a little more important than our wardrobe, although it will be a wardrobe question as they will change attire after today's game. So Ellis Burks traded to the Giants. They were looking for outfield help. Joe Carter, they got him from Baltimore. Apparently he wasn't the answer. Started 1 for 15 with the Giants. They get Burks now for Hamilton, Stoop, and a player yet to be named. The deadline approaching.
And things starting to move.
7 hours from now.
So I would think that Ellis would not be taking his last at bat here today.
Chances are probably good he won't be. Lansing tries to take second. The ball popped away. Not far enough. He's retired. So are the Rockies. And let's welcome Frankie Avalon for our 7th inning stretch.
Please join in the singing of Take Me Out to the Ball Game, led by 1950s teen idol Frankie Avalon.
Thank you very much. I had the pleasure of knowing Harry Carey. Harry, this one is for you. All right, everybody, get ready. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the car. Buy me some peanut. For it's root for the Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
This portion of Chicago Cubs baseball on WGN is brought to you by your local Chicagoland and Northern Indiana GMC dealers.
Anything less.
Well, Curtis Goodwin now playing center field for the Rockies for the just traded Ellis Burks, who's on his way to the clubhouse, packing his bags to head off to frosty San Francisco for the Giants. Chip Carey, Steve Stone, delighted to be joined by Frankie Avalon up in the booth. Great job with the 7th inning stretch.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I was looking forward to it. You know, as a little boy growing up, you know, I learned the song "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." Of course, I know being here in Chicago, I had to sing "Root, root, root for the Cubbies."
Right.
So I got kind of a little confused there. but it's just great. Thanks for the invitation, allowing me to sing the song here.
Well, I got to tell you, I get to do it for the first time Sunday. That's an awfully tough act to follow. Why couldn't we have put you before Stone instead of me?
Oh, no. Hey, listen, I've seen some of the guys singing that song. It was some pretty tough competition
How
out
about
there.
Vin Scully? How about the job that he did?
How about Ditka?
Well,
yeah.
That was a unique rendition.
Yes. Well, he's a stylist. You know what I mean?
We can't say it was a bad rendition because he'll come up here and squash us. So
That's right.
It was terrific with the coach. What are you up to nowadays?
Well, I'm in town doing a show that I do once a year. Hold on.
Hopefully, way back to the track. Good call.
We got it.
Alexander has just hit his 5th home run of the year, and the Cubs now have a 5-run lead. Man, you're good luck.
Well, that's right. You know, I told my friend Tom Dreesen, who's a big Cub fan, I said, I'll guarantee you Cubs will take the game.
Hey, and you picked a good day to do it with Kerry Wood on the mound.
Yeah.
He swings the first pitch and grounds out to first for out number 1 here in the Cubs half of the 7th. Cubs with 3 home runs today. And Frankie, what do you think of this swing?
Looks just like mine. I'll tell you, boy.
It's a hanging slider for
only a little shorter version,
361 feet. Have you ever been to Wrigley Field before?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I had the pleasure of playing a celebrity game on this field. I went 0 for 1.
You didn't hit a home run?
No home run. It's a beautiful park. It's such tradition here. It's just magnificent.
It is indeed that. And there you see Manny Alexander, the author of the 3rd Cubs home run today.
Brant Brown swings and misses, and the count evens up at a ball and a strike. Jamie Wright's given up 3 home runs on the day today. The Cubs comfortably in front with Wood on the mound. And that's down low, 2 balls and a strike. Let's pause quickly now for station identification from beautiful Wrigley Field.
This is America's #1 sports station, WGN, Chicago.
Brant Brown swings at the 2-1 pitch and pops it foul out of play. And into the seats, another huge crowd on hand. The Cubs continue to draw well, and it's going to be tough to get tickets the rest of this season. The Cubs, playing such terrific baseball, have become a huge draw now. And the count's full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Mickey Morandini waiting on deck. The pitch. Back to the mound. Good stop by the pitcher right. He'll throw him out for out number 2. No problem with that play. And Brant is retired. What do you think of this kid, Kerry Wood?
I think he's unbelievable. He's what, 20 years old, 21?
21.
What a future, huh?
He can really throw.
I know. I mean, I was watching him warm up there. First of all, he must have thrown about 1,000 balls warming up. He is a strong kid, isn't he?
Oh, he's a very big, strong kid.
Yeah.
And he's going to get a little stronger as the years move on.
I think so.
If he gets much better, it's not going to be fair.
Is he 20 or 21?
21.
He's 21
Turned 21
years
during the course of this year.
My goodness.
But in his 5th major league start as a 20-year-old, still he struck out 20 men.
Wow.
That's what the
some
Houston
start,
Astros
yeah.
said at the time. Wow.
Right.
1-1 to Mickey. He smacks it into left, and that should be caught, and it will be. Frankie Avalon, thanks so much for the visit.
Listen,
Congratulations on a great rendition. Good luck with the show, and come visit.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the opportunity to do what I did. Thank you.
Coming this fall.
Does it like you?
After 7 complete, 5-0 in favor of the Cubs. And Kerry Wood goes back to work. He'll face Reed, the pitcher's spot, and then Nafi Perez. Already Ellis Burks has been traded by the Rockies. He went to the Giants. For Darrell Hamilton, a youngster named Stoop, and a player to be named later. The Rangers very busy as they try to solidify their position or improve upon it in the AL West. They've hooked up with the Marlins, and we'll give you a moment to try to figure out who they picked up from Florida. It should be no great surprise. 2 balls and a strike to Jeff Reed. And now Wood overthrowing. 3 balls and a strike.
Looks like John Vanderwall in the on-deck circle, so that will be it. And Wright will be done for the day.
And there is ball 4. A leadoff walk from Kerry Wood. And now Phil Regan will get the bullpen busy as Vanderwall comes on to pinch hit here in the 8th inning. Only the 2nd walk for Kerry Wood. He has struck out 5 men. He's given up only 5 hits. So Wright goes 7 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs, a hit batsman, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts, and 3 home runs. And they had him for 103 pitches in the ball game.
John Vanderwall 8 for 43 with 3 home runs and 12 driven in as a pinch hitter.
No balls and a strike to Vanderwall. It's out of play. Our senior producer director of Cubs baseball is Arnie Harris. Today's game produced by Pete Toma. Our associate producer Mark Brady. Kim Fields is our coordinating producer, and the executive producer of WGN Sports is Bob Vorwald. Happy as always to see the lovely and talented Kathy Kerr, our AD here at beautiful Wrigley Field. Downstairs to Vanderwall.
Terry Mulholland continues to throw in the bullpen. And the Rocky bullpen also active.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Cubs in front 5-0. The Cubs were shut out 4-0 yesterday by Arizona, trying to return the favor to Colorado today. Strike 3 called. A laser beam on the outside corner, and Vanderwall knew it. 1 away.
Strikeout number 6. Good fastball right there. Perfect pitcher's pitch. And the pinch hitter has a seat. 1 earned run. 1 run in his last 21 2/3 innings.
That's pretty good. He's also struck out 23 men during that span. And now Perez looks high at ball 1. 6 Wood strikeouts. He picked up his first strikeout in the 3rd, his 2nd in the 5th. Number 3 came in the 6th, 2 in the 7th, 1 so far here in the 8th. 2-0 the count. This will be pitch number 91 unofficially for Wood in the ball game. A bit of a delay. A ball got away from the Rockies bullpen men. And 2 balls, no strikes, and now 3-0. Again, the Marlins and the Rangers have locked up in a trading deadline day deal. Backing away and taking a strike is Perez. 3-1. You think we've given him enough time to try to figure out who the deal is, Tony? Fouled off his foot, and he sat down to think about it. 3-2. There's ball 4 outside. So Perez is aboard. 2nd walk of the inning. 1st and 2nd, 1 out.
Well, partner, Baltimore's gotten some help, and they've gotten a Toronto pitcher, and it's not Pat Hankin, and it's not Roger Clemens.
I would guess Randy Myers?
No.
Wait a minute. Juan Guzman.
That is who it is.
Who they give up?
Nerio Rodriguez and a young prospect.
So Guzman to Baltimore.
A lot of shifting around, and we haven't seen the last of it.
There's going to be a lot of it. Todd Zeile is the man that went from the Marlins to Texas for a couple of minor leaguers. There's a rumor being reported that the Cardinals are about to ship Royce Clayton and Todd Stottlemyre to Texas for left-handed pitcher Darren Oliver and
Fernando Tatis.
Fernando Tatis, the young third baseman. That one has not been announced as official yet. So Ellis Burks, Todd Zeile, and Juan Guzman all have changed addresses today. The principals and the big moves on the day.
You have to play in close for Goodwin. He's got unbelievable speed. So Grayson Alexander pinching at the corners.
Wood falling behind 2-0.
Looks like Matt Karshner has joined Terry Mulholland in the bullpen.
Right through there. Good fastball. 2-1. Again, the trade deadline 11 o'clock Chicago time tonight. The 2-1 pitch. 3 balls and a strike. He's about to walk himself into a big 8th inning mess with Walker, Bichette, and Castilla due up.
Well, if he doesn't get Goodwin, I think the decision is already made. You've got to bring in Mulholland to face Walker.
3 balls and a strike. 3-2. Blew the fastball by him.
I would think that that was ball 4. It was about letter high, and Goodwin, who's not going to hit a 3-run homer most likely, might have helped himself with another pitch here, but helped Kerry Wood with that swing.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Here it is. Foul back out of play. Tyler Houston out in front of home plate, flashing the defensive signs to the infield. They play Goodwin around toward left in the outfield. Big gap in right center. A strikeout would be nice against the speedy hitter. The pitch. Foul back again. The story today, Sammy Sosa has hit his 42nd home run of the year. Henry Rodriguez hit number 26. The Cubs at the moment have a 5-0 lead. Manny Alexander is also homered. Wood has struck out 6 men. But is in some 8th inning trouble here. The 3-2. The bases are loaded. 3 walks in the inning. And now Walker will be the batter. But he won't be facing Kerry Wood. So Wood runs out of gas here in the 8th. 7 innings and a third. He walked 4, struck out 6, and surrendered just 5 hits. Another big standing ovation for the kid Kerry Wood, who's in line to win his 11th game of the year. On comes the left-hander Terry Mulholland to face Walker with the bases full. We'll see how the matchup fares right after this.
Friends all week long.
It's Mulholland versus Walker with the bases loaded for Colorado, and Terry has been tremendous out of the Cub bullpen.
Terry on for the 43rd time. And a fine ERA, and he's always had luck against Larry Walker. Walker hitting just 188 against him, 6 for 32. 1 home run, but 32 at bats.
Second largest home crowd of the year has watched a 5-0 game, and Walker hits it high in the air, deep into center, but playable for Brown. There's the catch. Tagging from third is Reed, He will score without a throw, and the Rockies are on the board with a sacrifice fly from Walker. It's now a 5-1 ball game. Nefi Perez also tagged and went from second to third on the play. So the leadoff walk cost Kerry Wood a run, but the lead's still 4, and now the Rockies have only 1 out left here in the 8th. Dante Bichette has hit into 2 double plays and a force out. He's 0 for 3.
Well, Dante Bichette has fared a whole lot better against Terry Mulholland, hitting .462 with 3 home runs, 12 for 26. And with Karshner loosening up, Mulholland stays in the game to face Bichette.
The 0-1. Swung on, hit high in the air to right, but the wind's going to push it right to Sammy. Inning over. 1 run, no hits, 2 left for Colorado. On to the bottom of the 8th we go. It's 5-1 Cubs.